A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
On the ball.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory even if they don't get it, though.
Solid, solid.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On the ball.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Randy Gregory in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
81. 82. Wentz.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. Back deep is Tavon Austin.
Green 80.
Bortles now on 1st down. That escapes the sack, and his first look is incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Green 80. Lucy.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Michael Bannon in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep is Darren Sproles. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 23. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. Going deep here for Bryant. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Spread right, 72. 11. Let's go.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Lucy. Set. Green 80. Lucy. Set.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing is Bortles. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
54 Ricky. Green 80. Green 80. Spread left. Lucy. Hey, 54 Ricky.
Now Bortles maybe with a free play. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Hey. Got 3. Check. Green 80. Spread right. 54 Ricky. Here we go. Green is it.
Bortles to throw once more. Buying time to his left. Well, he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Sunday. Here we go.
Bortles now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Being chased out left. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Lefty.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive. That fell incomplete. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
82. Go.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Man 5-7.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And they'll get him down right about the 20. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. On second down, here's Wentz. Forced out to his left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Wentz. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And he puts it through. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Lucy.
Super toe.
Lucy. Check.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Bortles will try again on second down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A very solid gain of 27. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
So left. So right.
On first down, Bortles. He's going to rifle one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now Bortles. Escaping the pressure line. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. He got it stripped, but you can see the panic in his face from up here through the helmet. He was able to dive back on it.
A good bit of fortune for him, because oftentimes on a strip sack, when that ball is wrenched out of your grasp, it can go in any different direction. It can go way away from you. In this case, it didn't matter. He was able to get on it.
To throw on second down, here's Webb. And that is incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off the bootleg. Webb fighting through pressure. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Sunday. Hank. Lucy. Green 80.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And Wilson has it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Sunday.
A final shot before half for Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
11. Green 80.
Bortles now on 1st down. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now Bortles. Looking deep for Elliott. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A first down carry by Allen. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Out left side here to Bryant. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw, it's Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he slides to avoid the hit. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Over the middle, complete. That's Austin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Bortles now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Green 80. Move, Green 80. So right, so right. Lucy.
From the gun, it's Bortles. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Green 80. Green 80. Lucy. Go left.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Here we go. 372.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Green 80. Green 80. Throw left.
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Now he'll escape to his right. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Spread right, snap.
Check, 53 spot. Check, 53 spot.
Spread right, 72.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
372. Lucy. Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Got to give credit to both defenses because they've been able to keep the points down. And despite that incompletion, I like the way he's playing. He's putting up decent numbers. What he has to do, find a way to make that sound read and hit that 1 home run before this one's over.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
372. Check. Green 80. Hey, 54 Ricky. Lucy. Green. Check.
Bortles to throw once more. And Eifert has it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Bortles now A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Bortles now on 1st down. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Wentz now on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
372. Here we go.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hank. 380. Lucy. 11B. Hank. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Well, they go with a slant that time. 15 yards and a 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in the game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Shotgun now for Bortles. Steps away. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Austin. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Well, Bortles coming to the line with his guys going for 2.
Here we go. 11B.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. They go with the option on the 2-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? Remember the dribbler, draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On first down, Wentz. Evans has it left side. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
380! 380!
On first down, Foles. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Timmy Jernigan. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Lucy, 380. Throw left.
Bortles going to throw. That one complete to Elliott. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Bortles now on first down. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Brandon Graham in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Single. 372. And 54, Ricky. Move. Lucy.
Throwing is Bortles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3rd touchdown pass of the game for Blake Bortles. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is, Is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Great 15. Great 15.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
82.
Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Dancing to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Darren Sproles, and it'll bring up 3rd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Wentz got to have this one. Buying time to his left. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means
nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. He's going to keep it. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Flex round! Flex round!
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. The Cowboys on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. A give to Elliott. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, Elliott. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, very good about that victory.
So for Dallas, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts.